As a member from the Academy Department of Safety, Mortefi possessed unique ability to transform his frustration into fiery flames. From a burning wrath that consumes all, the red dragon shall descend! My name is Timothy Randy, and this is an in-depth guide on how to build Mortefi. Mortefi is a 4-star fusion character and uses pistol as his weapon. He is very universal, and I will be blunt to say this, Mortefi is a must-have. Here's why. For starters, he's a strong sub-DPS for any selfish main DPS. He provides off-field additional damage with his skills. Mortefi is a perfect suitable character on a quick swap team, meaning that you can use him to escape tricky situation utilizing his ultra skill. But do not get it twisted, his support isn't providing heals or shield. The ultra skill buff is very suitable for GN, making it GN support so far. On top of that, Kuro Games just buffed his skill cooldown on yesterday's patch, May 26, 2024. These are why he is a must-have limited character sub-DPS and Wuthering waves that you can pull right now. Some of you might not want to pull for GN, and I can understand that, but honestly try to get Mortefi. Mortefi's skill priority. I want you to understand that Mortefi's buffing ability comes from his ultra skill, which provide 38% heavy attack damage deepened for 14 seconds or until you switch to other characters. First, Mortefi's ultimate called Burning Rhapsody. This is where his source of damage comes to play as an excellent off-field sub-DPS. When the on-field basic attack hits the target, Mortefi will fire one Marketo. When the on-field character heavy attack hits the target, Mortefi will fire 2 Marketo. Mortefi has 2 passive skills, but one that stands out the most is Rhythmic Vibrato, which is when you use his ultimate, every hit of Marketo will increase the damage of the next Marketo by 1.5%, stacking up to 50 times, and can apply even if he is off-field. This effect resets once the ultimate duration ends. Mortefi has a special bar that is called Annoyance. When it reaches 100, his resonance skills is replaced by Fury. When Mortefi unleashes the Fury, he consumes all the Annoyance and dealing fusion damage. This damage considered as a resonance skill damage. Therefore, Mortefi's skill's priorities is to level up the resonance liberation, and then the Forte circuit, followed up by resonance skills, basic attack, and intro skills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me show you the rotation for Mortefi. Mortefi perfect rotation should be like this. When you switch, that's intro skill right there. Use resonance skills and then immediately use echo skills. Use the ultimate, switch to your main DPS, and let's finish them off. You can use Echo, Encore, or GN. That's the best suitable for him. Note that you don't have to finish off the Echo when you use Mortefi, which we're gonna be talking about it in a bit. As for Echoes, I recommend the Impermanence Heron since it is the best for him because of his Echoes ability. Upon using the Echo skill and hits target, Mortefi will get 10 Resonance Energy. On top of that, when Mortefi uses his Ultra skill within the next 15 seconds, the next character damage output will be boosted by 12% for 15 seconds. Note that there's a cooldown for 25 seconds. That means there's downtime for 10 seconds before it can be triggered again. For main stats, echoes that cost 4, you want to have crit rate or crit damage. At cost 3, aim for energy regen percentage. At cost 1, aim for attack percentage. As for the substats, first is crit rate or crit damage, second best is attack, third is energy regeneration, and fourth is resonance skill damage percentage. Fifth is resonance liberation damage percentage. Mortefi's best echo set is 5 pieces of moonlight clouds. Alternatively, for budget option, you can use 2 molten rift and 2 moonlit clouds. Equipping 2 pieces of molten rift gives fusion damage, though I strongly suggest 5 pieces of moonlit clouds. Now let's talk about the weapon. Currently the best weapon for Mortefi is the 5-star static mist that you can obtain it from here. This is mainly because as a sub DPS, this weapon increases attack of the next character. The second best weapon for him is a 4-star weapon between Undying Flame or Cadenza, depending on attack percentage or energy regeneration as substat. The battle supplies weapon Thunderbolt rank 3 or rank 3rd as the best weapon for him. And I think it is optional, meaning that I will not be redeeming my 4-star weapon selector for Mortefi Thunderbolt. You can obtain these weapons by pulling on a novice, a beginner, or permanent convene banner. As for his sequence, for him to be viable top tier main sub DPS, he needs to be at least sequence 1. Best for Mortefi is sequence 1, sequence 4, and sequence 6. At sequence 1, his ultimate will fire 2 Marcado hits for the on-field character. At sequence 4, the duration of his ultimate extended by 7 seconds. At sequence 6, he buffed the whole team member's attack by 20% after using his ultimate. Moving on to the team comp, Mortefi is universally good sub DPS 4-star character. He does not need to stay on field. In fact, it's best to put him off field for a quick swap. The best team comp for him should be one main DPS that relies both basic attack and heavy attack such as GN or Encore, one sub DPS being Mortefi, and one pure support such as Farina or Baizi. I do not have Farina or Baizi at the moment, therefore I'm using Rover. For support, healing, and buffing, you can select either Farina or Baizi. Farina will provide 20% attack buff to the entire team, similar as Mortefi at sequence 6, and yes, it is stackable. On top of that, her skill provides one-time death immunity effect, meaning that your main DPS will survive on a lethal damage. Baizi is a good healing alternative for Encore or for GN if you do not have Farina. She provides similar effect that's better than Farina but only at sequence 5. Note that I do not have all characters maxed out due to Wuthering Wave just being released, which resources are the most valuable and tight at the moment. So for the moment, I am utilizing what I have access to in order to provide valuable information to you. I'm Timothy Randy, and if you find this video helpful, why not share to your friends? Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and definitely comment which character do you want me to make videos on. Until then, I have a new video of Encore popping up on screen right now, and maybe you want to check that out too. See you, and God bless always.